Balanced by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills, we're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Leading them, as always, their head coach. His side back to 500 after they picked up the victory last week. On the other side, head coach of the Bengals there, Zach Taylor. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. You were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out. And when he gets there, usually good things follow.
11, Thomas.
Play action now. Burrow finds his back, Jalen Warren. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this one does not go far.
11 empty.
Third down, Jets into the dime.
3rd and 6.
Air it out on 3rd. That's the line he's going to run for it. He has it up for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer. 3rd and long for him here. He's got a man left. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He's brought down before the return gets far. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from this performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Gets this to Fate. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
We're going for this. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Let's go now.
Now a give right side to Wilson. Rolling into enemy territory. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jets 1st down.
On the counter, Hall. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. He's in a bad spot again. This is going to be another loss. Back-to-back plays now. They've got him behind the line.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Throwing on seconds. Defender's there. It's intercepted. Demetrius Knight has it. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. Cut by Burton. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go.
1st and 10
Right,
at the
80.
39-yard line.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here we go. Right in.
They'll try it right with Brown. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Injury on the field after that play, and that looks like Chase Brown, who's getting some help from the medical staff.
11, Thomas.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
12.
Shotgun handoff to Lloyd. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here we go. Here we go. Right in.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He's got it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Jet in some discomfort following that play. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's get set. 42. Stop. Stop.
Out of the shotgun. Burrow. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. 3rd and goal, defense electing to play this from the nickel. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
1-1, ready?
Backed up by an unforced error, and this is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Burrow. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
180.
And we'll see what they do about 4th and goal in a few minutes. We've reached the end of our 1st quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. And with less than a yard to go here, and they're leaving the offense out there. Going for it with Warren. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown.
11.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
11.
With Brown to start the drive. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
11 Palmer.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Now the Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Big 13.
Burrow. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's third down.
6 yards to go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. That's another quick hitter. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
11.
On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Gun.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moves early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. They cost him 5 yards. So out now comes the punter. Hill back deep to return. That's taken at the 15. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st and 10, looking to throw. They set up the screen here for Hall. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he gets this shot all the way to the 31-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's another Jets first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jets.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's go now.
Now give it to Hill. The defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Dropping back to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he seen the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
14. Jets, nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And despite the fate of their last snap, Brock, the lead still theirs. That pick six should have been the wake-up call they need to refocus here. Back to the air following that pick six. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
He's going to throw again on second down. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off on Barrett Carter. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds a man right side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
From the red zone on 1st. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
To the air again. It's Burrow. The catch is made in close. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down and goal to go.
On 1, ready?
A motion at tight end left. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From inside the 1, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Stick it in the air, it's Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Has this at the 6. That's a good look on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. First down now, ball at the 33. Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits it through the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they bring him down around the 34. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Throwing deep towards the end zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still second down.
So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one going to go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Not quite far enough, and no good. It's off the crossbar and out. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And this is the Lions wideout. They get the ball out to him on the left side and then watch the footwork from there. In the end, it's an 89-yard touchdown on the catch and run. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. First call here coming from the shotgun. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down. Throw here, third down. Connects with fans. He's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. So they get dings for the holding. Gotta wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for third down. Third and long for him here. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Third and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages. Yeah,
that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Quick throw to Hill on the RPO. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this third down. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one, to go backwards,
Ball and defender runs at the exact same time there. And now a fourth down, staring right at him.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They'll throw for it. And they pick him off again! And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
11.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't frolic, and it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked! The Jets have it! And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Set up the screen here for Hall. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Working on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Quarterback run here. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Finds the in route complete. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. It's caught by Wilson. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, at 1st down. He's going to throw it. Same guy, Wilson again. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Jets, 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, New York.
He's going to throw it again. That's Smith on the slant. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
In the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Hall runs in for the New York touchdown. The Jets shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It is Bengal football, and they're going to start the final quarter up by a couple of scores.
On one, ready?
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow on the play action. Complete out to the right. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
11 mighty.
From the gun, it gets to Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
11 MT.
Catch made by Chase Brown. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
11 mighty.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
On one, ready?
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Gun. Shot. Wide 80. Wide shot. Shot.
Burrow from the gun. Cut out left. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, kick. Wide 80.
Looking inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this one.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Bengals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. and he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
34, Jets set up.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Jets headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70.
They start the drive with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Let's go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Air it out on 3rd. And he put everything he's got behind it. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate. And that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Ball is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he released...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown! But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free-play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Hill now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jets offense now set to take over. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
It out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. play good for 17 and a first down. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw here on first down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air they go on second down. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
To the air on third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They are throwing it again. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Up and gained on second down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and
9. Third down. Bengals coming out in a dime look here.
Let's go.
They'll throw. Third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So that brings up fourth and long.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They're going to try to throw for it. Taking a shot deep here. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. With touchdowns on their last two drives, Brock,